Hello. If you can see me yet, I'm not sure. I'm just waiting so I can share this to my page before I start here. Okay, there we go. Just going to share this. Be right with you. I know no one's watching right now, but if you're on the replay, you might be wondering. Okay, see who's going to be jumping on. I know a few people are going to be jumping on. So there's a lot to talk about, and I tried to think of a way of saying this, but I came up with 3 things that I think are so important. And it's interesting because I talked to, oh God, over the years, I don't even know how many women. I don't want to count. I want to try. And hello, who's watching? Say hello, whoever's watching, so I know that there's people watching. And please feel free to ask any questions. I know more will be coming on. And if you're watching the replay, ask your questions below, and I will always see them. So just something to know. Now this, so I've worked with hundreds of women. And so the 3 things that I'm going to talk about, there's more, but 3 things for sure that I find either somebody's doing one of them. Who just jumped on, and say hello if you're jumped on so I know you're watching, and please feel free to ask any questions. So these 3 things I find are crucial. And, often women come to me and they're like, I tried everything, I do everything, I eat really healthy, but I just can't lose the weight, but I don't feel good, and what can I do when I'm so confused, which is true. Hello, whoever's jumped on, say hello in the comments so I know you're watching. And feel free to ask any questions. I know people are going to be popping on. So before I get right into the things, I want to just kind of give it a couple seconds for people to get on. Otherwise, I repeat myself way too much. And we don't want that. Who's hi? So we got Linda and Sonia. Excellent. And a couple more people might hop on, but we'll get started then because... Okay, so the 3 things that I see, like I said, most women tend to be maybe on one and not the others. And I get it. Life is busy. It really is. But the funny thing is that it's like with anything in life, right? Life happens around us. We need to adjust. So if there's something we're really focused on at one time of our life, that often means we have to give up some other things, or more focus has to be on something. Now, I'm not saying weight loss is the only thing you should focus on. Not at all. Because that's actually focusing a lot on weight loss is actually the wrong thing to do. So the 3 things I am going to talk about tonight, 1, the food, the food, what I see wrong, like what I see the mistakes are in the food. Even though people think they're eating healthy, believe me, that was me. I thought I was eating healthy. Number 2 is stress, and why that's so important. I'm going to talk about that is crucial. When it comes to stress and food, it's one or the other. They're both highly important, and if you don't do one right, the other one won't work if you don't fix the one. So you have to fix them both. Absolutely. And that is where I've seen a lot of people not doing it, and that's where the mistakes come. So we got stress, we got food. Food, stress, mindset. Working on your inner game, working on you as a person. So mindset. Whoever just jumped on, hi Angela, I think it is. So the 3 things that I'm going to talk about are number 1, the food, number 2, stress, and number 3 is mindset, is your inner game. Food, stress, and mindset, the way you think inside. These are the 3 things that you must work on at the same time, if you are hoping to lose weight in midlife, at least to get that start, at least to stop the weight gain for sure. And all women stop the weight gain in my programs. All of them, the weight stops. Often, almost all of them lose, but definitely stop the weight gain. So let's start with the food. Most natural place to start. What do I see wrong? And it's not that it's wrong. This is so crazy. There's so much conflicting information out there. So, oh my God, I get it. Why? Nobody knows what the hell they do. I can't even imagine. One of the main things I see wrong is what women have first thing in the morning. Eat or drink. It's not that it's wrong. It's just not the right things. And if they continue to do like that, they won't. It's just not going to lose the weight. That's just the way it is. Now, what do I see? Some of the things, and believe me, like I said, it's not that it's bad food. It's not that it's wrong food. It's just, it doesn't work in the morning for women at this phase of life, guys. Any type of, you probably know this, but any type of bread in the morning or bagels, even gluten-free with peanut butter or almond butter, anything, or rice cake with almond butter or peanut butter. That's what you're having first thing in the morning with your coffee. Not going to happen. That's not going to work. Also, another thing is, even if you get up, just have coffee and then maybe you have 2 boiled eggs, or you have something like that with yogurt, not going to work. No, that's not good. And what I see a lot of people focusing in on is this whole protein thing. Protein, 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 protein. Yes, you need your protein. Yes, you need good fats, and I will talk about that. Yes, I'm not saying take it out. Oh my God, no. What forms are you getting it in, and what else are you eating? So most of the time I notice the big thing is what people are not eating and drinking in the morning. That's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. I have boiled eggs, or I have eggs sometimes during the day. Absolutely. But in the morning, I always eat and drink in a certain way. And if you don't feed your body the property, especially first thing in the morning. Now, I'm not talking intermittent fasting, because you can do that. That's something different. This is if you're just like how you're going to go through the rest of your life, kind of, you know, the main things. It's getting up in the morning, make sure you're having your water with hot water with lemon, or warm water with lemon and water, right? First thing in the morning, always. Does that mean you don't have coffee or tea? No, no, it's not an all or nothing thing. So I'm not talking coffee or tea. You can have your coffee and tea. So I'm just talking what you have around it, right? Hot water and lemon in the morning. Now you can add fresh ginger root to that. You can add a bit of honey. You can add a bit of coconut oil, which I like adding to it. You can add turmeric to it. You can add, you know, tons of stuff to your hot water and lemon. Just make sure you have some hot water. Make sure you have some lemon juice first thing in the morning. I think someone asked me a question. Let's just see. I drink a liter of water, then 30 minutes later, warm hemp milk. Well, warm hemp milk is good for protein, but it's not, okay, just continue listening and you'll get it. You'll get it, Angela. Thanks for saying that. Thank you so much. That really helps. So your warm lemon water in the morning, then you can go to either 2 things or a couple things. You can have a green smoothie. And when I'm talking about green smoothie, I'm talking about water or coconut water, fruit, frozen fruit. Don't freak out, a bit of fruit. Can even include a bit of cucumber in that. And some fresh greens like lettuce, kale, Swiss chard, spinach, romaine, lettuce leaves, whatever. Fresh greens. That's what you need in your smoothie too. And also using a mixed green powder or wheatgrass powder or spirulina powder or something in your smoothie. Why? Lots of minerals. Our body, and good fats. Those things have really good fats, especially the algae like spirulina and chlorella. Really good quality fats. So our hormones need minerals and our hormones need good fats. Now, yes, the hemp milk has good fats, Angela, but you're not getting the vitamins and the minerals and all of that you do from fresh greens, vegetables, fruits, all of that. You need those things. That's what people are missing. So the green smoothie, tons of recipes online too. Just make sure it's the green one with fresh greens. And then, like I said, I like adding some of the super powders in it. Now, Camu is another one. C-A-M-U. I'll type it in. Because we also need vitamin C for our hormones, right? And Camu is very high in vitamin C, right? So we're talking you need minerals, trace minerals, antioxidants, which vitamin C is an antioxidant, and really good oils and fats. So you want to be getting those in there, right, in the morning. So almond butter on a piece of toast or rice cake it gives you a fat, and that's it, right? It's not even a really good protein source. So when you add your green smoothie, you're getting greens. Did you know that spinach, Swiss chard, and all that are high in protein? Spirulina is about 60% protein. And it's a high quality bioavailable protein that's easily digested and absorbed. Also contains all the minerals and the trace minerals that our body, our hormones, our brain needs. Essential fatty acids, brain food, hormone food. We need good fats extremely during this phase of our life. Really, you guys, really we need the essential fatty acids, really good essential fatty acids. And then you can have like the warm water, then your green smoothie, right? Make sure you get a really good green smoothie. And I make 2 batches, one for the afternoon, one for the morning. And then you can have, what I suggest is like a bowl of like grapefruit or something, or grapefruit, half an orange, whatever, grapefruit, blueberries, whatever, with chia gel. Now, chia is high in essential fatty acids, again, really high in omega-3s. So there we go, our brain food, we need that for our hormones. It's high, it's a complete protein. It's high in calcium, which we need calcium, right? So it's got all, and antioxidants. It's really high in antioxidants, chia is. So you could mix maybe some grapefruit, cut up grapefruit, and grapefruit is a weight loss thing. First thing in the morning to have some grapefruit is good for weight loss. So you're having that with your chia gel. You can sprinkle in some hemp seeds at that time. If you have it with blueberries, you know, chia gel, blueberries, hemp seeds, a bit of almond milk, or just, I use just water in my chia. You need to hydrate your chia. 1 tablespoon of chia with about 6 tablespoons of water. That's on average. For hydrating, you can make a big batch if you want. You must hydrate your chia. Otherwise, it dehydrates you personally. So the chia gel with berries or grapefruit and hemp seeds, and I mean, you can add a bit of muesli, just a little bit of oats. I'm not having this big amount of oats in the morning. No, 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 no. You need more vegetables, more fruits, more greens, more water, hydrating, minerals, getting all that healthy stuff into your body first thing in the morning, right? That is huge. That makes such a shift already in your day and in how you feel, your energy levels, and how your body starts reacting. Those nutrients are needed also for us to help detoxify our body, right? So the whole thing in the morning, we're just getting up and having your coffee and maybe a glass of water and having some almond butter or a piece of bread or a bagel or something like that. You're just going to continue to gain weight. Your body's not going to function properly. So you really need to get the right nutrients in. And I do have a video on YouTube about what to eat first thing in the morning, how to eat and drink in your morning. Now that's just, I mean, in my programs, you get tons of recipes. So if that seems limited, then I get it, right? But there's way more things you can do. I'm just trying to keep it small. So the food. Now during the day, it's all about including way more vegetables and greens. People don't eat enough greens. You can cook them. You can eat them raw. Add them into soups. Add them into stir fries. Add them into anything possible that you can. So anything on your plate. If you have meat still, which is okay, just smaller amounts. Try not to get the grocery store meat, because the grocery store meat's full of hormones. That's going to screw up your hormones. That's going to cause you to hold on to weight and probably gain more weight. When you have in the cheaper store-bought mass-produced meats, there are like these fake estrogens, that kind of estrogens, which cause weight gain. So, it's a long story. But so important what you eat. Then you're going to focus on getting way more vegetables and greens within your day. Way more. And it's also about the types of foods, other foods you eat too. And it's not about giving up everything, but the dairy, the gluten, the breads, the heavy starches, the rices, even brown rice. I was overeating brown rice, and that's why I was not losing weight when I was younger. So, well, big one. Starches. Not good for you at this time. Most starches you eat now are all any type of breads, any type of flours, anything like that. This midlife stomach body converts it right to fat right away as soon as you eat it. So not a good idea. So there's so many things you can eat. It just requires, of course, learning to change those things, learning to change what do I need to change, right? Because the change needs to happen. Because I've seen that if it doesn't, you keep gaining weight, you don't lose the weight. And exercising is not one of my 3. It is not one of my 3 at all. So we've dealt with the food. If you're just jumping on, hello. Let's see. When do you take your supplements? Vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin D3. Oh, Angela, that's good. I take them at different times. Some I take with food and some I take first thing in the morning. I also take probiotics and digestive enzymes. Every woman out there should be taking probiotics, and that means 50 billion. So not this 2 or 3 billion. Like my probiotics are 50 billion. And you can get 100 billion. So you need really good, high quality, strong probiotics, and get some digestive enzymes and take digestive enzymes right before you eat every meal. They help to digest your food. If food is not digested properly, that can cause not only weight gain, but a whole lot of other health problems, autoimmune diseases. Yeah, big one. So, yeah, good thing that you're taking supplements. So if you're not somebody who eats meat or vitamin B12, make sure you're taking that. Your D3, make sure you're taking good oils. Like I just started a really good high quality oil because it's so important. B vitamins are really important. So multivitamins, we're really talking about getting as many nutrients as you can and a lot from food, organic as possibly much as possible, especially for your fresh greens. So more and more greens, more and more vegetables, any way you can get them. Don't mix starch with potato. Don't mix like starch with meat at the same meal at all. Try to almost eliminate starch if you're working on losing weight, like very minimal. Yams are pretty okay. Buckwheat, if anybody knows what buckwheat is. There's many ways. In my programs, you learn how to do all of this and get all the recipes. They're fantastic. But so then we dealt with the food. That's only number one, guys. We got to get to number two, which is stress. Now, don't jump off this live stream because stress is actually almost could be put number one most important thing. If you are under consistent stress, you will not lose weight. You will not lose the weight. You will probably keep gaining weight even if you're eating good. So what's been happening now, I've been seeing things about a lot of raw foodists who are really healthy, eat really good raw food, but they have built their businesses so big now. They're raw foodists, they still are, but they're gaining weight. They are gaining weight. Why? It's stress. Stress will cause you to gain weight. So if you don't even, like if you think, well, my life isn't that bad. It probably is if you're continually gaining weight. If you think you're eating well, it's stress. Probably. Now there's hormones and a whole bunch of other things, right? So stress, because your adrenal glands are producing the cortisol and the adrenaline, right? When your ovaries produce less estrogen, your adrenal glands take over the job because they can produce all our hormones. But if they're tired from being stressed out so much, they cannot produce the hormones properly. So our body puts on fat in our waist, in our midsection. It needs to continually put on fat because that's the only thing now that can produce the estrogen. So our body is going, oh my God, like this fat can produce estrogen. Your adrenal glands are too tired. They're exhausted. They can't do the work. So that's how important stress is, right? Stress also lowers our immune system. Stress causes digestive problems, which can lead to weight gain, cannot lose the weight. Stress causes a toxic body. When we have toxins in our body, they're stored in fat. So the more, that's what I forgot to talk about in food. You must not be eating preservatives in your foods, or canned foods, or jarred food, or packaged food, or junk food. If you are, those toxins, those preservatives, those food colorings, those everything, they are being stored in your fat because your body can't get rid of them. They're not real. They can't metabolize them. You can't detoxify fast enough. So they are storing them in your fat. So if you are eating any kind of foods with preservatives, and you read every label, you will see that you probably are. Those will be stored in your fat. You will not release the fat because your fat is where that stores it to keep your body safe. It keeps the toxins away from your organs, right? So highly important to get rid of all the, I know it's a lot, I know. So we're talking about stress. So stress is absolutely crucial. And yeah, it's just, and I'm doing a 30-day program coming up there, guys. And the 30-day program is going to deal with these three things exactly. And you're going to be working out knowing exactly what you need to eat, knowing exactly what you need to do to get the stress down. We will have things that you do consistently. It will not take up your whole life. I guarantee that. People have gone through my programs. They love it. It works. Done. Okay, so we're talking about the stress. I just want you to know how crucial it is because it has so many bad side effects in your body and as well weight gain, and holding on to weight. You will not release it because your body sees you in danger and it holds on, okay? So number 3 is mindset. It's working on the inner you. It's working on your thoughts, your beliefs, and your kind of like programming. And it doesn't mean you need to go and deep dive into all the stuff that happened to you as a child and bring it all up. No. We're not talking about that. It's just little shifts that you have to make. And one thing I find when I work with women, lots of times I hear them say things to themselves over and over and over and over again. And they don't realize it. You don't realize it, right? Because you're so used to the way you talk and think. that it's all so automatic. But the problem is that those thoughts, beliefs, patterns, and everything cause changes in your body. Your body reacts to what you think, what you say, what you do. And then, of course, our thoughts, our beliefs create our actions and our habits, right? And so those actions and habits, of course, have a lot to do with how we live our life. What our weight's like, what we eat, right? If we binge eat, if we emotionally eat, right? All have something to do with it. So there's those three things are crucial to need to work at. Hi, Darcy. Need to work through when you are thinking about this midlife weight loss. It is the food, right? Changing that up, more high quality, nutrient dense foods, lower in calories, so a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. Of course, like if you eat meat, the good clean proteins, because you need good amounts of proteins, you need your good fats, decreasing the starches, getting rid of the preservatives, the junk food, any food with preservatives or toxins in it at all. Most breads, all of those things. You can have those every once in a while, like a little treat, but otherwise, they should be gone. Otherwise, you're going to hold on to the weight or keep gaining it, and that can lead to a whole lot of health problems. So it's really up to you, right? It's really up to you to do what it takes. So stress is the second one, because that you will hold on to weight, absolutely. So it's just about learning some, oh my God, some of these stress reduction things that I show in my programs are not even that hard. They're just, you can find time during the day to do these things that will make an absolute huge difference in your life and your weight, right? And then even number 3, when we talked about mindset, how you think, what you believe, what you say to yourself, what you say to friends, what you talk to friends about, in a way about your weight, in a way about what's impossible for you. Like eating is so hard. Oh my God, this is so hard. I can never stick to this. I don't know why I have this problem all the time. Why can I never stick to something? Like even things like that, if that stays the same, nothing's going to change. Everything's just going to stay the same. So it's bringing that awareness into, okay, what are my thoughts? What do I say to myself? What are the patterns that I have in my life, right? The victim thing where you think, oh, I'm so frustrated because I have this weight, I can't lose it, and down. So focusing on this heaviness and things are impossible and things are too hard and I just can't do it and my life is so busy, right? That'll only keep you stuck. So it's kind of like you need to get yourself out of that. Otherwise, that's where you're going to stay. Because our thoughts, our words, our actions, behaviors, beliefs, all that create our life and create our physical body, right? They create our physical body too. Oh. Anybody have any questions, if anybody's still watching? This is a long one, eh? Okay, and if somebody's watching the replay, please post your questions below. So I'll just stay and see if anybody asks a question. I know I kind of covered a lot, and I kind of went through it really fast. But I am starting a 30-day program in the middle of May, about May 14th, 15th. And these are the 3 things we focus on in this 30-day program. So you get all the meals, you get all the menu plans, you get all the recipes. Got it, you know this. And you're working on, of course, finding out what works for you. So how do you feel with this food? How do you know what foods work for you? Well, I show you how you do that. You will know it's not hard. We overcomplicate things, right? We overcomplicate things. You get kind of like these templates. Oh, okay, I'm going to try eating like this through the day. Does this work for me? And most often it does, but also sometimes we just have to make little changes, right? When you make the little changes that work for you, it works, right? It works. Can you tell me what probiotics to buy? No, Linda, I would go to, I'm not sure where you live, but also, because I live in Canada, but you could live right in my city. I'm so sorry, I don't know. But go to a really good health food store and ask them for a really good probiotic that has to have about 50, anywhere from 50 to 100 billion. Can't remember what it's called. The higher amount. Yeah, the higher amount. No sense even wasting your money on the lower, cheaper ones because you'll have to take 10 a day or some ridiculous amount. You want something that's going to work, right? God, I mean, how many diets and stuff have people tried where they've just wasted time, money, emotions, stress, and all this on doing something that doesn't work? I say go for what works. I go for the good stuff, and know that, especially in probiotics, and get some digestive enzymes too, for sure, right? But my 30-day program, anyways, we're going to go through all of this, and it's a step-by-step, and it's a live call with me once a week. So we would be on a conference call where you can see me and talk to me verbally and ask me questions, and that's how we discover exactly what works for you, and we go through a process. It's a group program. I'm only going to have 10 people in there, so it's going to be limited spaces, and I'm starting out offering it $100 off. I'm just working on the page tonight, and there's going to be $100 off for, like, I think I'm going to make it 4 days maybe, or 5 days, and then the price will go up, and then it'll go up again, just to get people in. But you know, it's funny, if something happens to our car, we take our car to a mechanic and get it fixed. But when things are happening inside us, we're like, I don't know what to do. You know. Well, you could always ask for help, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you kind of go through this phase and really get it. It's not like it has to be, and this is not the type of way I show people to eat, and the recipes you get are not something it's not a fad diet. It's not a strict diet. It's not about deprivation. It's about learning, oh my God, these foods are so good and the recipes are delicious. I love the food. I can easily eat like this when I love the food. It's also not an all or nothing thing. You can still go out on Friday nights with your friend. I'm going out Friday nights with my friends. I'm probably going to have some wine. I'm probably going to have, who knows what I'm going to have. I don't worry about it. When you know what you eat, what's right for you, when you eat good mostly all of the time, then you can go out and still have fun. It's not about going out, I'm on a diet, so I can't eat any of this stuff. Oh my God, you're never going to be able to live like that forever, for one. So why not find a way of eating where you can actually eat like that for as long as you feel good, right? Like, not have to worry about what next, what do I do now, right? You will know. That's the thing. There's no more guessing. There's no more confusion. There's no more all of that crap that's, you know, out there. I mean, in a way, there's good people, but how do you know what's right for you until you actually get help and discover it, right? So I will be posting more about that. And also make sure you're part of my Facebook community, if you're not, Women Creating Healthy Lives. That's for women over 40 who want to live a healthy, happy lives. That's where we share information. Okay. Anybody else have any, can you tell us where, oh yeah, you did. Anybody else have any more questions before I go? I'll just hold on for a second because I know it's delayed. So, yeah, take this time if you want. I'm just going to think if I have anything else I wanted to add about that. Yeah, the mindset stuff, you guys, is so crucial. So crucial. It's really important. Like, because especially during midlife, you're transforming, right? You're changing. It's like your child changes into adolescence. You wouldn't want your child who's going into adolescence, 12 or 13, come to you and say, I just want to stay in like elementary school and never grow up, right? Or I don't want to take on more chores, Mom. I just want to stay a child, right? You know that that's not possible. So for you too, it's really about us knowing this is a phase, but we are shifting, we're changing. So that means we're changing as a person, right? Not only changing what probably we kind of need to eat, not forever. Sometimes you can go back to eating certain ways, but you need to kind of shift and change that. But also we're working at healthier, right? This is the thing, guys. It's not eating worse, it's eating better, which will improve your health, which will improve how you live your life as you age, how you look, how your skin looks, how your body looks, if you're able to walk, if you're able to hike, if you're able to live in your own home until your 80s, right? You want to focus on the health so you get healthier, so that you live healthier, that you're able to enjoy your life, your retirement. How many people have you heard of who retire and end up sick and then die, or a spouse does? Then they never can travel. They can never do all those things they wanted to do. Oh my God, how horrible, right? You want to improve the way you eat right now, right? So that you can live that healthy, happy life and feel better now as well as into the future. You know, midlife is huge choice. You got two roads now, one healthy, one not so healthy, because just go somewhere and take a look at some of the elderly people walking around. It's your choice, right? It's your choice. And working on yourself on the inside, because we're changing into this different type of a person. We're aging, right? But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. You know, we're now able to speak up more. We're now feel more comfortable with ourselves, hopefully, who we are as a person. Maybe we need to develop and move into a new career or a new passion, or think about how we can feel fulfilled in our life, how we can make a difference in this world. Whatever, you want to move into and you feel you need to move into now at this phase of life. It's wonderful. There's so many things to look forward to. So many things to look forward to. And I think most people come to midlife or a little bit later and think that this is it and they're only going to go downhill from now. Remember? Mindset. That's how important this mindset is. And because it does contribute to how you live your life. All right. Okay, I don't see any more questions. But this is a great live stream. Thank you guys for watching. And if you do think of a question, you can post it in Women Creating Healthy Lives or below at this video. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear. And yeah, stay tuned for my 30-day program because, like sincerely, really, it's just, I see so many people struggling and figuring out, what to eat or what to do or how to make changes. And I'm just like, you don't have to go through that struggle. You really don't. All right. Enjoy your evening. Take care. Bye.